Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and lush green forests, there lived a hard-working farmer named Sam. Sam was known throughout the village for his diligence and unwavering commitment to his work. He had a small piece of land where he grew various crops, and he always made sure that his family and the villagers never went hungry. Every morning, well before the sun painted the sky with its golden hues, Sam would rise from his cozy bed, put on his weathered overalls, and set out on a daily journey to fetch water from a distant spring. To carry the water back to his farm, he used a unique contraption, a long wooden stick that he balanced across his broad shoulders. Tied to each end of the stick were two large pots, one on the left and one on the right. Now, these two pots were as different as day and night. The pot on the left was a perfect vessel, without a single flaw. It could hold water without any leaks, and it was always full to the brim by the time Sam returned from the spring. On the other hand, the pot on the right had seen better days. It had a long crack running down its side, from the rim to the base. No matter how carefully Sam filled it, by the time he reached the farm, half of the water had leaked out through the crack. This imperfect pot felt deeply ashamed of its flaw and believed that it was a burden to Sam, wasting his precious effort and time. One day, as they made their way back from the spring, the broken pot mustered the courage to speak up. It couldn't bear the guilt and shame any longer. "Sam," it said, its voice quivering, "I'm so sorry for my imperfection. I know I'm not as useful as the other pot. I waste half of the water, and I must be a constant source of frustration for you. I wish I could be better." Sam, walking beside the pots, listened attentively to the broken pot's words. He smiled kindly and replied, "My dear pot, I've known about your flaw all along, and I've never considered you a burden. In fact, I brought you with me every day for a special reason. I want you to notice something on our way back." The broken pot, puzzled, looked around and saw the beautiful flowers that lined the path leading to the farm. There were vibrant red poppies, delicate blue forget-me-nots, and a riot of colorful wildflowers that swayed in the gentle breeze. The sight of these flowers took its breath away, and for a moment it forgot about its sadness and imperfection. The broken pot was astonished. It had never realized that its daily drips of water had brought life and color to the world around it. It had always focused on its shortcomings, never realizing the beauty it had been creating. Sam, with a twinkle in his eye, bent down and gently touched the broken pot. "My dear pot," he said, "it's time for you to learn a valuable lesson. You are not a failure, and your flaw is not a weakness. It's your uniqueness, and it's what makes you special." Sam knelt beside the pot and said, "You see, my dear pot, if you were like the perfect pot without any flaws, we wouldn't have these beautiful flowers. Your imperfection is your strength, and it has brought joy to this farm and the entire village. People come from far and wide to admire these flowers, to use them for worship, and to decorate their homes. Your cracked side has made all of this possible." As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the broken pot embraced its role with newfound pride. It no longer felt ashamed of its crack, but saw it as a symbol of its unique contribution to the world. It continued to water the flowers along the path and the secret garden, and its drips of water became a source of life and joy for all. And so, the story of the broken pot teaches us a valuable lesson about life. Like the farmer, we should appreciate and find the good in everyone, including ourselves. Our flaws and imperfections can be our greatest strengths. They make us unique, and they can bring unexpected joy and value to the world. Always remember, even a broken pot can be more valuable than a perfect one. As we go through life, let us not be disheartened by our imperfections, but embrace them as part of our unique journey. Just like the broken pot, we can find our purpose and bring beauty and happiness to the world in ways we may not even realize. It is in our flaws that our true strength and beauty often lie, waiting to bloom like the most exquisite of flowers.